Well, the last time we left off, all the homies had been playing with the 3 balls they found. They were pushing them up the hill, they were rolling them down, they were whacking more homies than anybody could even imagine. And the little homie was having the best time getting knocked over. Well, anyway, this was going on all day, and they had finally gotten tired of playing the game, and they all were taking a nice long break and finding something to eat and maybe even taking a little bit of a nap, 'cause that's kind of what homies do during the day, 'cause they use a lot of energy running around in the tunnels. So little homie, he woke up in his burrow, and he was outside, and his other friends were already out there, and they're all running around and playing tag and chasing each other. And there weren't very many people around this day at this time, because the homie game was over and the people had all left. Well, they looked over, and there was one of the homies. He was pushing around another round thing. But this one wasn't white and red. This one was kind of green and yellow, and it was kind of fuzzy. And they all ran over to look at it, of course, as quick as they could. "Hey, what do you got there, man?" "I don't know. It's one of them round things like you guys are playing with." "No, it's not. Those round things we got are white. This thing's kind of like greeny yellow." "I don't know. Where'd you get it?" "Well, I was out, hiking around the other day, and I was over this one place, and there was like these big flat places with like wire all around it, and there were these things down the middle. I think they're called nets. And there were people out there, and they had these things in their hands. I don't know what those were, but they looked like they had nets on them too. And they were hitting these balls at each other." "What?" "Yeah, they would hit it, and the other one would hit it back and try to hit the other guy, and hit it back and try to hit the other guy." Can we see this? Can we see this thing?" "Well, yeah, it's right here, man. Check it out." Homie went over, and he almost could pick this one up. "Hey, this is not real heavy like those ones we have. This looks pretty cool. We should play with this one too." "Nah, I'm not supposed to play with this one. I know you guys like to roll the balls down the hill, but this one's mine. I'm not going to do that with it." "Oh, come on. You got to let us play with it just once." "Nah, I'm going to be just fine. I just like kind of pushing it around a little bit, and playing with it." "Well, where did you get it at? Where was this place at?" "Well, I don't know. It was over there somewhere. Way over there. You go down that place where they pull in with the cars. Oh, that place that has that popcorn stuff you like to get. Inside, you get it in a bag." "Oh, yeah. We'll go over there, and then, like those cars go down that long road. Go down that long road a little while. And it kind of I think it's like a place where, like, all the little people have to go to. 'Cause, like, I always hear a bell ringing when I'm there, and all the little people are, like, running inside. Like that kind of place. But right now, I think 'cause it's too hot, they must not be there. But that place where I found this green one was out back there, behind that building there." Homie looked around his friends, and he goes, "Is anybody up for an adventure?" They're all like, "Well, homie, I don't know, man. It's kind of late in the day for an adventure." No, it's not. "But, homie, that takes a long time to get over to that place where you get your popcorn or cheese corn." "I know, but it'll be okay. We'll go do it, and we'll go look around and see if we can find." "Well, what if we get all the way over there and we don't find any of those things like that? We could just be here playing and having fun." "I know, but we need an adventure." "Okay, everybody in favor say aye." All the homies said, "Chee, chee, chee," which meant, "Okay, we'll go." So they all got ready, and they took off. and they started walking. They don't really walk. They kind of go kind of fast on the ground, because they got 4 feet and they're moving pretty quick. And they're all going just as fast as they can. There was 6 homies going over this time. And so down the road they went. They were hiding, trying not to let anybody see them, and hiding behind buildings again and bushes and any place and anything they could get behind. That's where the homies were hiding at. And all the way they went. All the way down the road, and there was the cheese corn place. And little homie was like, "Hey, do you guys care if I go in and get some cheese corn before we go any further?" "Homie, it really is late." "I know. This is going to be so much fun because we're going to stay up late and we're going to go to this place. But I want to get some cheese corn." "Okay, homie, go get some cheese corn. We're going to wait out here." "Well, somebody's got to come with me." "Okay, I'll go with you, homie." So one of his friends said, "Okay, let's go in." So they went over and they hid behind the trash can and they waited, and the door opened when some people walked in, and the little homies ran in. Homie goes, "I know just where they're at." He ran as fast as he could around the corner, and he came down the aisle and he looked. "Oh no," said the homie. "They moved him. Where are they?" So he started running around the store, and the homie couldn't find him anywhere. Homie was like, "Well, what are we going to do? There's none in here." "Oh, look all the way up there up high. It's clear up there now. I'll never get those." Homie's friend said, "Oh, homie, you will too. Watch this." There was a pile of bags of potato chips at the end of the aisle. They didn't know what they were. They didn't care. But the homie friend said, "Grab onto the sides of these boxes and watch what I do." And he jumped up past one box and then another until he's finally clear up on the top. He goes, "Come on, homie, hurry up." And the homie looked up and he's like, "Wow, that's pretty high up." But he goes, "I can do this." And jump, all the way up to the top. So they're up on top. And he goes, "All we got to do is go across these bags really quiet and get some." "Quiet?" "Yeah, we don't want anybody to look at us." "Okay." So across the top they went, sneaking down between the bags. They were down inside on the shelf between the bags, walking around, and the bags were wiggling. And there was some little kid sitting in a shopping cart, and he was watching it. And he kept going. He couldn't talk very good because he was real little. And he kept pointing, and he kept pointing at him going, "Toys, toys, toys, toys," because he could see him moving around and making the bags wiggle, and every now and then the homies' heads would stick out, and the little kid thought they were toys. So anyway, they get over to the cheese corn, and the homie's like, "Oh, here it is. It's my favorite one, too." "Well, hurry up, homie. We got to go." "What do we do?" "Push it off, homie. It's going to land down there on the floor." "Yeah. And what's going to happen is we're going to jump down on top of it and we're going to grab it and run. Okay?" "Well, all right." 3. Wait. Are we going to count to 1 and say go? Or are we going to push it when we say 1? Like 3, 2, 1, push it. 3, 2, 1, go, push it. "Homie, just do it. Now." And his friend just took his hind feet and kicked the bag, and the bag went flying right down on the ground. And the little kid sat there in the cart, and he could see the homies. He goes, "Kitties, kitties, kitties, kitties." And the mom wasn't paying him any attention because she was busy talking to somebody on her phone, of course. And the homie's friend said, "Jump, homie, jump on the bag." "I don't think I can do it," said homie. "Jump, homie." And the homie took a leap, and he landed right on the bag. And his friend jumped down. He landed on the bag too. Homie said, "Let's roll." He grabbed the bag, and out the door he went just as fast as he could, dragging this bag of cheese corn. Gets it outside, and he goes, "I got cheese corn." And everybody was like, "Oh, well, good, homie. We're glad you got some cheese corn." Homie's like, No. This is the best stuff in the world. This is my cheese corn popcorn. It's the best." "Okay." Homie said, "Let me get a snack." So homie took some out, and his friends were eating it. Everybody was just standing around, hiding behind a trash can, eating some popcorn. And homie says, "Hey, we better go now." "Yeah, homie, we've been telling you for a long time we got to go." "Okay, let's go. So down the street, they took off running again. Now they were really going fast all the way because they could see down to the end of the street what that other homie was talking about. It was that building where the kids go to. I think it's a school, but they don't know that. Anyway, down they went. And the homies went there, and they ran around behind. And just like the guy said, there were these big flat areas with nets down the middle, and it was all surrounded by tall wire. And the homie ran in, and they all looked in, and they go, well, where did he find him at? Well, I don't know. He said he found him here. And they started looking around, and they couldn't find any. There were none anywhere. So they went outside, around the outside, and they looked around, and one of the friends yelled, hey, look over here. There's one right here. And they all walked over and looked at it. Sure enough, there it was. The homie says, we got one. And then another one over on the other side yelled, hey guys, look over here. There's two of them. So the homie went over to that side and looked around. Sure enough, they had found 3 of them already. And they said, let's go, let's push them. And they started pushing them, and all of a sudden, in the taller grass, there was another one. There were 4 of these green fuzzy balls. And they got them as fast as they could, and they were all pushing them with their paws and going just as fast as they could. One of Homie's friends was still dragging around his popcorn for him, and Homie goes, hey, just leave the popcorn here. We got to get these balls home, or whatever these round things are. Okay, Homie. So they left them there, and they pushed them all the way back, rolled them the whole way. And even at some point in time, they could kind of pick them up and carry them, but they're homies. They go better on the ground, so it's better for them to just push the ball and roll the ball than it is for them to try to stand up and carry it. They got it back, and it was getting kind of late. But the homie didn't care. He says, I want to try these. I want us to roll all 4 of these into 3 baseballs at the same time. Because it wasn't dark yet, and all the homies were out. Let's try them. So they said, okay. So it took 7 homies to push him up to the top of the hill. There were 4 of these green balls and 3 of the other ones that were white and red. And the homie says, are we ready? Yeah, let's hit them all. It's 7 balls. Homie said, 3, 2. And they said, whoa, homie, do we let them go when you say 1? Or do we wait till you say go? You have to wait till I say go. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows you got to wait till you say go. You just can't say 3, 2, 1. Not then. You got to say 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're ready. All right, homie says 3, 2, 1, go. And they gave them all a push. Well, the white and red balls went down and kind of bounced into each other. But the green balls were bouncing. They were bouncing all the way up off the ground every time they would hit a bump. And they were all going straight at all the homies, and the homies all huddled together. They, oh no, it's going to hit everybody. And sure enough, when the balls got down to the bottom, it knocked over 7 different homies. Except for the green balls. When it hit the homies, it kind of bounced off the homies. And the homies thought it was funny, and they would just lay on the ground and wiggle and laugh. But anyway, these new things they had were working out great. And they knew it was now getting late, and they weren't going to be able to play. So all of them took one of them down, and they all had some down in their burrow. And the little homie, he had one of the round red and white ones, and he had one of the green ones. And his other friends had them just like the same in their burrows. And the homie sat there and stared at him and thought, man, this is pretty cool. So we now have 4 of those green kind and 3 of these white kind. I can't wait until the morning when we get to play some more games. So the homie got ready, and all the other homies went to sleep. And the homie fell asleep, and he dreamed of playing games. And finally the dreams ended, and the homie fell into a nice, deep sleep. But right before he did, He thought to himself how lucky he was to get to have so many of these round things. And he thought, I can't wait until tomorrow to see what I can do again. The end.